There are certain boundaries that I need to set for myself. And I respect and adore so many people, but I gotta do what's best for you. I wasn't necessarily happy that I made, but I think that I've done my best, at least. I tried to be...
The truth behind the love triangle that had everyone glued to their screens is finally out, and it's not what you think. Imagine being 25 and holding the world in your hands. Grammy nominations, your own beauty empire, blockbuster TV shows, and then the guy you've been in an on-again, off-again relationship with since your teenage years pops the question. You'd think that's the fairy tale ending, right? Well, not for Selena Gomez. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Because when Justin Bieber allegedly dropped to one knee, Selena didn't say yes. She didn't even say maybe. She said no, and now, years later, she's finally talking about why. But what if I told you her reason wasn't what the media ever hinted at? What if it wasn't about Hailey, or bitterness, or even Justin's past behavior? What if it was something much more relatable, and maybe even admirable? Let's peel back the layers of fame, heartbreak, and pressure to discover the real reason behind Selena Gomez's rejection and why it's changing how fans are seeing the entire Justin, Selena, Hailey saga. They were the it couple of a generation. Selena Gomez, the sweet Disney darling with a powerhouse voice and an even bigger heart. Justin Bieber, the Canadian teen sensation who exploded onto the scene with Baby and a million teenage screams. Their chemistry was undeniable, even from the start. Paparazzi photos of ice cream dates, beach getaways, and flirty glances made everyone believe in young love again. But the truth? Their relationship was anything but a Disney movie. Between Selena's struggles with anxiety and lupus, and Justin's own public meltdowns, the two grew up in the public eye, and in the middle of it all, tried to love each other the best way they knew how. But was that enough? After a few years of breakups and reconciliations, something shifted. And when Justin came back into Selena's life in 2017, after her kidney transplant and during a deeply reflective time in her life, fans thought, this is it. Their endgame. But something was off. Why didn't they last this time? And what exactly happened behind closed doors? Whispers of a proposal started as internet noise. Rumors. Fan theories. Instagram detectives speculating on blurry paparazzi photos. But in 2025, during a candid podcast appearance, Selena confirmed what fans had always suspected. Yes, Justin did propose. I think he meant it, she said with a soft smile. I think he really believed in that moment that we were meant to be. But I didn't. That line hit fans like a truck. Not because she said no, but because she believed in herself enough to say no. In an industry where women are often asked to fix the broken men they love, Selena did something radical. She chose herself. But what made her say no? Was it timing? Fear? Or something deeper? Chapter 3. The real reason she said no, and it's not what you think. Turns out, it wasn't about Justin's past. It wasn't about Hailey. It wasn't even about whether she loved him. It was about healing. Selena explained, at that time in my life, I was just starting to rebuild. I had gone through so much, my health, my mental well-being, therapy, my career. I knew that I couldn't bring someone into that space when I was just learning how to love myself. Let that sink in. She said no because she didn't want to lose herself again. And maybe that's the twist in the tale we never saw coming. The girl who once sang about the heart wants what it wants had finally started listening to her mind, and more importantly, her gut. But what does that say about Justin? This part of the story has been the stuff of Reddit threads and fan conspiracies for years. Justin, a Canadian citizen, had been living in the US for years, but had visa complications. After marrying Hailey Baldwin in 2018, he applied for a green card through marriage. Was it a coincidence? Or was love just a convenient solution? Selena herself didn't comment directly on that. All I'll say is, Everyone has their reasons for the choices they make. But I couldn't make a lifelong decision based on pressure, fear, or someone else's timeline. Translation: maybe Justin was in a rush, but she wasn't. And let's be honest, haven't we all been there? Someone rushing us into something we're not ready for, whether it's love, marriage, or just a job we're unsure about. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is pump the brakes. But wait, how did fans react to this bombshell? When clips of Selena's interview hit TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, the reactions were immediate. Wait, so she didn't say no because of him, she said no because of her? That's real growth. Selena is the blueprint for knowing your worth. But perhaps the most shocking moment came not from fans, but from Hailey Bieber herself, who reportedly liked a tweet about Selena's courage to prioritize her own healing. Is this a new chapter of mutual respect? Or just another calculated PR move? Either way, it was a moment that made everyone pause. Selena's decision wasn't just about Justin. It was about every young woman who's ever felt like they had to choose between love and themselves. In that podcast, she said something quietly powerful. I didn't want to look back and wonder what would have happened if I just gave myself a little more time to become the person I'm proud of. She chose growth. She chose stillness. She chose Selena. And isn't that what we all hope to do? If you strip away the celebrity status, the paparazzi, the headlines, Selena's story is about something profoundly human. It's about boundaries. About listening to that small voice that says, not yet. About knowing that love shouldn't cost you your peace. Whether you're 25 or 45, in a relationship or navigating life solo, her story is a reminder that you can love someone deeply and still walk away if the timing isn't right. That's not failure. That's wisdom. Today, Selena is thriving. She's building rare beauty into a billion-dollar brand. She's producing award-winning shows. She's making music that feels honest, grounded, and hopeful. But more importantly, she's happy. And maybe that's the most powerful part of all. Because happiness isn't just about who's beside you. It's about being at peace with who you are when no one's watching. So whether you're healing from heartbreak, struggling with your path, or just trying to figure things out, let Selena's story be a reminder. You don't have to have it all figured out to choose yourself. Selena didn't say no out of fear. She said no out of love for herself. That's not just brave. That's revolutionary. So here's the real question. Have you ever been in a moment where saying yes felt expected, but you knew deep down the right answer was no? We'd love to hear your story. Share your thoughts below. Join the conversation, and remember, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not follow the fairy tale, but write your own. Speech balloon backhand index pointing down. What would you have done in Selena's shoes? White heavy checkmark inspired. Curious? Fired up? Don't stop here. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because we're all just trying to figure it out, and stories like this remind us we're not alone.